Ever wondered how the iconic Grand Theft Auto series came to be? Our story begins in the late 80s, in the creative hub of Dundee, Scotland. A man named David Jones, fueled by a passion for video games, founded a company that would go on to change the gaming landscape forever: DMA Design. In the early days, DMA Design cut its teeth on platforms like the Commodore 64 and Amiga, developing an array of diverse games. But it was in 1991, with the release of the puzzle platformer game Lemmings, that DMA Design truly made its mark. This quirky yet challenging game quickly captivated players around the globe, propelling DMA Design onto the world stage. But the best was yet to come. In the mid-90s, the team at DMA Design began to toy with a bold new concept: a game that would immerse players in a city teeming with life and opportunities for mischief. A game that would give players the freedom to engage in criminal activities, all from a bird's-eye view. This early prototype, with its top-down perspective and open-world environment, was the seed that would eventually grow into the Grand Theft Auto we know today. Fast forward to 1997, and DMA Design was ready to unveil their groundbreaking creation to the world. The first official release in the series, aptly named Grand Theft Auto, was a game like no other. It invited players into a sprawling cityscape where they could live out their wildest criminal fantasies, all from the comfort of their living room. The game was a resounding success, capturing the imagination of players worldwide and laying the groundwork for a franchise that would continue to push the boundaries of what a video game could be. And so, the foundation for the Grand Theft Auto series was set. The year 1997 marked a significant milestone in the gaming industry. This was the year that the world was introduced to a game that would go on to redefine the boundaries of interactive entertainment: Grand Theft Auto. Born from the creative minds at DMA Design, Grand Theft Auto, or GTA as we fondly know it today, broke away from the conventional norms of gaming. It offered an open-world environment, a playground of sorts, where players were free to explore and engage in various criminal activities. The game was set in 3 fictional cities, each mirroring the real-life cities of New York, Miami, and San Francisco. The game's top-down perspective was a holdover from its prototype days. Despite its simplicity, it captured the essence of the chaotic, crime-ridden world that the developers aimed to depict. This perspective also added a unique charm to the game, setting it apart from other titles in the market. But it wasn't just the gameplay that made Grand Theft Auto stand out. The game introduced a level of freedom that was unprecedented in the gaming industry. Players were no longer confined to following a linear storyline. Instead, they were given the liberty to roam the virtual city, causing havoc or simply driving around listening to the in-game radio stations. The response from the gaming community was overwhelming. The game quickly gained a cult following, with players drawn to its unique blend of action, exploration, and dark humor. The success of Grand Theft Auto was a testament to the innovative spirit of DMA Design, now known as Rockstar North. The game's success didn't come without its share of controversy, though. Its depiction of violence and crime was met with criticism from various quarters. But in a way, this controversy only added to the game's allure, making it one of the most talked-about games of the era. Grand Theft Auto had made its mark, but the best was yet to come. This was only the beginning of a journey that would take players on a wild ride through the underbelly of urban life, a journey that would forever change the landscape of the gaming industry. In 2001, the gaming world was about to witness a revolution. The stage was set for a game that would redefine the boundaries of interactive entertainment. Enter Grand Theft Auto 3, the third installment in the Grand Theft Auto series. This game was not just another sequel, it was a leap forward, a groundbreaking advancement that would forever alter the landscape of video games. Grand Theft Auto 3 was a departure from the series' traditional 2D top-down view, introducing players to a fully 3D open-world environment for the first time. This wasn't an incremental change, it was a complete transformation. Imagine being able to roam freely in a sprawling urban metropolis, engage in a myriad of criminal activities, and interact with a dynamic, living city. Grand Theft Auto 3 delivered this experience, offering an unprecedented level of freedom and interactivity. The city of Liberty City was a playground for mischief, mayhem, and the pursuit of the American dream, albeit through questionable means. The game's innovative sandbox-style gameplay was a revelation. No longer were players confined to a linear narrative structure. Instead, they could choose their own adventures, carving their own unique stories in the gritty underbelly of Liberty City. This was a level of player agency unheard of at the time, a feature that would come to define the essence of the Grand Theft Auto series. But the revolution didn't stop there. The game's narrative structure was equally groundbreaking, weaving a compelling tale of crime, corruption, and redemption. The story of Claude, our silent protagonist, was told through complex characters, cinematic cutscenes, and engrossing dialogue, offering a narrative depth rarely seen in video games of that era. The impact of Grand Theft Auto 3 cannot be overstated. It set a new standard for open-world games, influencing countless titles that followed. It marked the beginning of a new era in gaming, one that emphasized player freedom, immersive storytelling, and a living, breathing world to explore. With Grand Theft Auto 3, the series had firmly established its foothold in the gaming world. This was not just a game, it was a revolutionary leap, a milestone in the history of video games and a testament to the creative vision of Rockstar Games. After the phenomenal success of Grand Theft Auto 3, there was no looking back. The gaming world was eager for more, and Rockstar Games delivered. Building on the groundbreaking elements of its predecessor, each new installment in the Grand Theft Auto series pushed the envelope, offering players an even more immersive and engaging gaming experience. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, released in 2002, transported players to the neon-drenched streets of a city inspired by 1980s Miami. The game introduced a narrative-driven storyline, memorable characters, and an iconic soundtrack that perfectly captured the spirit of the era. 2 years later, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas hit the shelves. This game expanded the series' sandbox formula to a whole new level. Players were no longer confined to a single city. They could now explore an entire state, complete with diverse landscapes and multiple cities. The game also introduced wide-ranging gameplay mechanics, from character customization to a variety of mini-games. In 2008, Grand Theft Auto 4 brought a gritty realism to the series. Set in the fictional Liberty City, a detailed and immersive representation of New York City, the game offered a compelling narrative and a deep exploration of its protagonist's life. It also introduced a more realistic physics engine and improved AI, making the game world feel more alive than ever before. Then, in 2013, Grand Theft Auto V set a new benchmark for the series and the gaming industry as a whole. With its innovative multi-protagonist system and a sprawling open-world environment, the game offered players an unprecedented level of freedom and choice. It also introduced Grand Theft Auto Online, a dynamic and persistent online world that continues to evolve and expand, offering new gameplay content and experiences. Each new game in the series built upon the success of its predecessor, introducing innovative features and enhancements that further deepened the gameplay experience. From Vice City's narrative-driven storyline to San Andreas's expansive game world, from Grand Theft Auto Ivor's realism to Grand Theft Auto V's multi-protagonist system and online multiplayer component, each new release raised the bar, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in a video game. The Grand Theft Auto series didn't just rest on its laurels. Quite the contrary, it has been a constant evolution, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in video gaming. The series has come a long way from its top-down perspective roots. As the years rolled by, the graphics of the series became increasingly sophisticated, delivering a level of realism that was previously unseen in video games. The open-world environments became more expansive, offering players a sandbox to explore and interact with at their leisure. The cityscapes in the games, inspired by real-world locations, were brought to life with meticulous detail and vibrancy. But the evolution wasn't just about the visuals. The gameplay in the Grand Theft Auto series evolved dramatically as well. The simple mechanics of the original game gave way to more complex systems in later installments. Players could now undertake a wide range of activities, from participating in high-speed chases, to embarking on intricate heists, to simply playing a game of golf. The narrative aspect of the series also saw a significant evolution. The storytelling became more intricate, with compelling characters and plot lines that kept players engaged. In particular, Grand Theft Auto V introduced a multi-protagonist system, allowing players to switch between 3 distinct characters, each with their own storylines and missions. Perhaps one of the most significant developments in the series was the introduction of online multiplayer with Grand Theft Auto V. Known as Grand Theft Auto Online, this component allowed players to explore the open-world environment together, participate in missions, and engage in various activities. It brought an entirely new dimension to the series, offering a shared experience that extended well beyond the single-player campaign. With each installment, the Grand Theft Auto series has continued to innovate, incorporating advanced technology and introducing new gameplay elements. It has consistently pushed the envelope, redefining what's possible in the realm of video gaming. With its innovative and immersive approach, the Grand Theft Auto series continues to redefine the gaming industry.